Welcome everyone to another top 10. I'm Old School Gamer 1971. Millie, Lloyd, everyone, hope you're all having a great day. Before we begin, if you enjoy this video, please like, comment and share. Check out my channel and subscribe, as it helps the channel grow and puts a big old smile on this old face. Today's top 10 is Platformers 2020. For some people it's Ratchet and Clank, or going back a little, Crash Bandicoot, or back further, Sonic, or a little further, Mario. For me, I go back a little further to Hunchback, Mr. Freeze and Donkey Kong for the Amstrad CPC and arcade. At one time of day, the platformer would be your mascot. It would be the launch title with the console. It would be your flagship title. Then midway through the generation, you will get another game in the series, packaged with the console again. This game would give you bragging rights. Over the years we've watched them grow and eventually burn out to a degree, and its recent rebirth back from obscurity to predominance with the remasters and remakes leading the way, and strong sales. It looks like the platformer is back from the dead. I have grown fonder of these games the second time round, and certainly I have great enjoyment every time I play. So let's raise a glass to both the platformers of yesteryear and the new blood of the platformers of today. And so we start off with my number 10, Little Big Planet 3. Came to the PlayStation 4 in 2014 and was developed by Sumo Digital. I was a little gutted to find out that Media Molecule was not going to be developing this game, and being honest, it may have made it a better game for it, with different sack creatures on offer and probably a little more on offer than the previous games. My niece Moomin loves this game and I can see why. I don't have the creativity to make a level, but as a platformer up to 4-player multiplayer, it's just a fun game to play. Moving on to number 9, Little Nightmares. Came to the PlayStation 4 in 2017 and was developed by Tarsier Studios. On paper, this game doesn't really work, so a platformer with some stealth / puzzle play set in a fantasy horror setting. The game has a lot of charm, and certainly I would say there is nothing else out there quite like this, and fortunately there is a sequel on the way, and it's going to have multiplayer, yay, with a good atmosphere, a great game for Halloween or any time. Number 8, Unravel 2. Came to the PlayStation 4 in 2018 and was developed by Coldwood Interactive. Surprisingly, a game published by EA. A fantastic platformer series that I always want more of. Some pretty good graphics that is matched by its gameplay. With the second game, 2-player was a thing, and this led to much fun, with both of you having to work together to get further into the game. Certainly a game that had to be on this list, and one that will be on this list for a while. My number 7, Degrees of Separation, came to the PlayStation 4 in 2019 and was developed by Modius. Another game with a good premise. The gameplay involves both characters working together to solve puzzles. The graphical style on show here is pleasing and clear for all to see. It can be played either single player, online or couch co-op. The puzzles get harder the further you get into the game, and certainly with story that interests, is a game that I am always happy to return to. Moving on to number 6, Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy. Came to the PlayStation 4 in 2017 and was developed by Toys for Bob. As one of the first considered mascots for the original PlayStation, and probably the first series to put Naughty Dog on the map, coming together in a nice triple pack, I would say is a must for any PlayStation owner. The sound, graphics and gameplay all make this an absolute classic that is as good today as it was when it released some 20 years and change ago. PS, these games show how hard games used to be. Number 5, Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair. Came to the PlayStation 4 in 2019 and was developed by Platonic Games. These are a series of games that take inspiration from the classics, going as far as to have that cheesy dialogue with poor puns about bees. But this is a fun game that I found myself smiling every time that I play. 2D it may be, but one to enjoy it most definitely is. For me, it's the power-ups that set this apart from much of the competition. Add in the reuse of levels. It's a future classic. Get it and enjoy it. My number 4, Spyro Reignited Trilogy, came to the PlayStation 4 in 2018 and was developed by Toys for Bob. This game and Crash Insane Trilogy are proof, if proof was needed, that there is more than life in those old classics. In fact, there is sometimes a whole new game there waiting. The originals of these games I never really got on with. I tried several times. These remakes, on the other hand, are fantastic and are like new games almost. But as platformers, I would say that Spyro is the better game, but they are both worth owning. My niece Moomin loves these games and is better than me. Moving on to number 3, Psychonauts, came to the PlayStation 4 in 2016 and was developed by Double Fine Productions. Starting off life on the PlayStation 2, Psychonauts is such an underrated game. Its subject matter is interesting, its style is like the cartoons of the time, but it is also a damn fine platformer, taking many of the 3D platforming traits and putting them into a solid game engine, quirky off the wall characters, a weird, well created world and crazier levels. Make this a game that everyone should own or at least have played. PS, a sequel is on the way, yay. And my penultimate entry, Ratchet & Clank, came to the PlayStation 4 in 2016 and was developed by Insomniac Games. Thank goodness Sony purchased Insomniac, and this was the game that really put them on the map in the PlayStation 2 era. And for the PlayStation 4, they reimagined the original. With many nods to the original, it was just great fun to play. For me, these guys are the PlayStation mascots, and I look forward to every release. I know some people didn't get on with the PlayStation 4 game. To me, it was just a fun game to play and had enough new to make it a worthwhile play. And my number 1, Sonic Mania Plus, came to the PlayStation 4 in 2018 and was developed by Hyperkinetic Studios. Sega should take a long hard look at this game. All they have to do to make a decent Sonic game is make it in 2D. We associate speed with Sonic, and it is arguable that the 3D aspect is what has let down many of the other Sonic games. That the 3D graphics just can't keep up. Here it looks, feels and plays like a Sonic game. And while Sonic Forces came close, this is the best Sonic game, if not the best platformer, in a good while. So come on Sega, make Sonic Mania Plus Plus for the PlayStation 5. Better graphics, but leave it in 2D, please. And it's done. I hope you all enjoyed this top 10. There is plenty more content like this on my channel. Check it out, and if you would, spread the word. Leave any suggestions down below in the comments. Enjoy your day one and all. This has been Old School Gamer 1971, signing off.